This is your SEO agency masterclass. I own an SEO agency, so I'm going to be going over exactly how I started mine and the hard things I had to learn along the way so you don't have to. My goal in creating this video for you today is to do all these things that I'm going to teach today, and then you'll have an SEO agency. So is this masterclass for you? So I'm speaking to entrepreneurs looking for a way to make money online. Maybe you work a 9-to-5 corporate job right now and you're just like itching to just work from your laptop. I'm also talking to SEOs. Maybe you're a consultant right now. Maybe you're just a freelancer. Maybe you're working for another company as some sort of SEO specialist and you want to work for yourself. Also, already agency owners. Maybe you're looking to specialize on a specific service, so maybe that's SEO, or maybe you already own an SEO agency and you're looking to expand and grow. Also, digital nomads, maybe you're already a digital nomad or want to be a digital nomad who just wants to work from their laptop and work from anywhere. And side hustlers, so maybe you're okay with your 9-to-5 job and you're just looking for a little fun or a hobby on the side. Okay, caution, don't just listen to anyone online that tells you what to do or gives you a masterclass. Actually research them and know their credentials. Even this video, including myself. So I just want to tell you why I'm the right person to teach this masterclass. So really quickly, going into my backstory, I graduated from college with an engineering degree. I started working a 9-to-5 job as a data scientist at a big pharma company, but I was really feeling like so unfulfilled and I was working my ass off and I felt like nothing was moving in the career. I even was the first data scientist for the company. I started the department from the very beginning, but I just wasn't feeling it was matching up. The work that I was putting in wasn't matching up those goals that I want to hit. And I'm just a very ambitious person in general. So I have big goals and big dreams for my life. So that just wasn't aligning the time. The urgency just wasn't aligning for me. So I was definitely going through a quarter life crisis, just trying to figure out my purpose, my mission in life. I even read the book, My Quarter Life Crisis Breakthrough, just trying to figure out what to do. And typically for me, a lot of women my age in their early 20s were like going more for the Instagram, TikTok route. But that's just not me. I didn't want to post a day in your life or outfit of the day, outfit check. That's just not me. So I wanted to create a business. So I started teaching myself like SEO, affiliate marketing, blogging online. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. So I launched a blog on my website. So I launched a blog hoping to make some money through affiliate marketing, right? I just stick in affiliate links on the blog, I'll write good blog content, and then I'll get paid that way. Come to find out, the course that I was in, the online course that I was in, you had to do like outreach to bigger sites in order to get backlinks to your own site, in order for your articles and your blog posts to rank higher on Google. But the strangest things started happening. People started paying me because, of course, I put my own links in those posts that I was doing for the bigger sites. I put my own links in there, but I also could leverage it and put other people's links in. So the weirdest thing started happening to me. People started asking me to pay me to put the links in the posts that I was getting. So I sold like 3,000 plus worth of links within the first like couple months of doing this. And you can see all these transactions like up here. I was just accepting money on PayPal. And it was so strange to me. Like something clicked in my head. I was like, like I don't have to go on an interview or even meet any of these people online in order to start making some money. Like, that's strange. And I just thought that it was the weirdest thing to me that people are just giving me money online without even having to do a job interview or even talking with them. I thought this was really interesting. It was my first gateway to making money online. So I was like, cool, I can do this, right? I was like, okay, I can see it works. I'm not making enough to like sustain my lifestyle, but I was like, fuck it, it works. I'm just going to dive straight into this. And I promised myself by the time I got my bonus, which was March 15th, 2023, I was going to quit my job. So I quit my job, but the weirdest thing happened. My boss really wanted me to stay. He got me on all these meetings with all these vice presidents, heads of the company. They sat me down a bunch of times, like, what the heck can I do to get you to stay? And eventually they gave me a really great job title, way more than I was making. So I was making like $125,000 at this point at this company. So I did accept it, and I'll go into about 2 weeks later, I quit that. But by April 2023, I started actually getting like SEO clients, like full on package deal SEO clients. And I was like, okay, I accidentally started like kind of an agency. I accidentally started a business. And then the weirdest thing happened a couple months after that. The online course that I was in, the CEO, which is my mentor now, Colin, he reached out to me and was like, come be a coach and teach what you're doing in a high ticket mastermind. The mastermind was like $10,000 to get into. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, of course, like, I'll do that. So at this point in July 2023, I was working two 40+ hour jobs. And really quickly going back, I didn't work as a data scientist anymore. So actually, after they offered me the second position, the higher pay, better job title, old mentor of mine reached out to me and was like, hey, come be the vice president of engineering in an AI startup. So of course I just had to accept that. And at that point I was making $135,000 a year with that company. So I actually quit my data science job twice within a month, which was so crazy to me. And I got this job. So now I'm working at this point two full-time jobs. I was one, a mentor in the high ticket mastermind, teaching people how to start SEO agencies, and then two, the vice president of engineering for this AI startup, plus running the business. So, plus running my SEO agency on the side. And I was just waking up at 5 a.m., nonstop working until like 1 a.m. And I did this for, like 3 months. And I just got in this state where I was like, I have to decide because my life isn't worth this. I have to decide what to go into. I quit my job again as the vice president of engineering at the AI startup. I quit that and I went fully into agency owner. Plus, I'm still the mentor for aspiring agency owners. And I moved out of my New York City apartment at the same time and started traveling the world full time. So that's where I'm at now. And you can see here, this is me. I'm at a temple in Thailand. Cool. So if you want to read more about my story, it's either on my website, on the About page, or on LinkedIn. I also have some posts about that where I post daily, and I'll put both my links, profile links, in the description below. Cool. So now let's get into the nitty gritty. Why an SEO agency? Simply put, it's one of the fastest, if not the fastest way to make 10K a month online. Yourself, what the hell? How does this work? I get you. Cool. So let me pull up a quick example. It's the best way that I can describe it. So let's say you have client one, you end up getting client one, you do 10 articles for them per month. Each article is $300. Times that by 8, because 8 articles per month, now you have $2,400 you're making with that specific client. Let's say you get another client, client 2. You do 10 links for them, right? I told you I was selling links before. So you can sell them links per month. You can say again like 300 per link times 10, and that's a total of 3,000 per month. Cool. So now I'm making 2,400 plus 3,000 for 2 clients. I was able to get a third client and I was able to sell a whole entire SEO package deal with them. So let's say this is, 1,500 for consulting, 300 per link, 300 per article times 8, total of 5,400. So if you add all these clients up together, that's a total of 10,800 a month on retainer, so reoccurring each month. So that's why this is the quickest way. If you just get a couple of clients, you can easily make a good amount of money with it. Cool. So what are the building blocks of an SEO agency, right? How do I start one? And I'm going to be going into more detail of each of these. So one is put your mind to a definite plan and purpose. This is really important. Please do not skip. This is really important. Please do not skip this, because I promise it is the sole reason of why I'm successful today in my agency. Number 2 is register an LLC and a business bank account. Number 3 is decide on your niche and offer. 4 is research your customers and competition. 5 is set up an online presence. 6 is offer SEO services, like price and package them. 7 is find clients. 8 is do the SEO work. 9 is manage client work. 10 is hiring help. 11 is getting paid, and 12 is growing your business. Easy, simple. There we go. Cool. So number 1, your definite plan and purpose. So I would recommend reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, because this is a book that really changed my life and a lot of other people's lives. And I'm sure maybe if you're an entrepreneur, you've already read this, because it's just such a foundational book. But basically, talk in there, you need to decide on a plan and purpose. So you need to know the exact amount you desire. So don't just say, I want plenty of money. You need to have the exact number in mind. You have to state exactly what you intend to give in return. 3 is establish a definite date to hit that by, and then create a definite plan for it. And then write this out clear, concise in a statement, and read your statement out loud every single night until you actually believe it has occurred, right? So mine back in the day when I was first starting out was I will make 10K a month in 3 months by helping struggling SaaS startups achieve more revenue with my SEO skills. So that was mine. And I visualize that every single night. I recently watched this documentary on Arnold Schwarzenegger's on Netflix, a TV series. So good. And basically talks about him having a definite plan and vision for his life. And that's how he was able to accomplish so many things. So, a couple quotes from him is I think the first and most important thing is that you've got to have a goal and a vision. Another quote is every year I make a plan, I do it, it will be done. So please remember definite plan and purpose. Otherwise, it's be really hard to start a business. Awesome. So number 2 is take it from me, register an LLC and just get a business bank account. This is not financial advice. Consult with a tax advisor because I actually messed this up in the beginnings. I was just like really wowed that I was able to make money online. So I mixed my personal and business. Please do not do this. Don't take this from me. Just before you even start anything, just do this. It's going to differ by state, country, etc. So please make sure that you do your research, but don't let this derail you. This will take less than like 3 days altogether to do. And I only say 3 days because you're probably gonna have to wait in between each step to get like verified and things like that. Don't skip this. It's really important. Take it from me, learn from my mistakes. Just get a business bank account and then put all of your stuff in the business bank account. So when clients send you money, goes into the business bank account. When software and tech subscriptions get taken out, it gets taken out of the business bank account. So keep it all there. Some that I know just in my industry, so Wise and Revolt are really great tools. And for some reason, they're being weird about getting a business bank account there. So I got Mercury. So Mercury is a really great one too. Again, not financial advice. Please do your due diligence and get a tax advisor. Take it from me. Number 3 is decide on your niche and offer. So I actually have a YouTube video that discusses what niche should I choose for my SEO agency and goes way more in depth. Watch that. This is the number one question that I get asked from my students. It's probably the most difficult thing that anyone deals with, and even myself. So I struggled with this for a long time. I kept going back and forth between what niche and which avatar I should choose. So watch that video. After this. It's going to be so helpful for you when you're first starting out and choosing it. But basically, you need to create an offer statement like this. So my niche is in what service you provide, right? If you're watching this will be SEOs. We're building SEO agencies, but maybe you want to choose a niche to go down first. So it's better to start small rather than big. So SEO, it's pretty much already dialed down. But for me, like I started out selling links on software blogs. So that was my offer. That's what I offered people at first, right? So I didn't just start with SEO. I started selling links in software company blogs and I started selling it to other people, to businesses, to individual bloggers, right? So that is how I got started. And the second part of this is what avatar do you tend to help? So my avatar is SaaS startups, so software startups, tech startups, right? Because that's what my background's in. My background's in tech, but this can be anyone. And I highly recommend local businesses. So dog groomers, law firms, doctors, chiropractors, plastic surgeons. Those are really great ones to start out. But watch that whole video because that's going to be so helpful. And the next thing is you help SaaS startups, let's say that's your avatar, do desired outcome avatar will gain. So this is not SEO. You don't help them do SEO, right? One of my mentors always says, you need to sell the vacation, not the plane ticket. So the plane ticket is like, your SEO services. But the vacation is it's going to help them rank number 1 on Google, get more customers, get more leads, or whatever your avatar, because it is specific towards avatar, cares about the most, right? So you'll help them do desired outcome. So mine is probably like buy more of their software subscription or what have you. And just to talk about offer, so Alex Hormozy, who's a really big face in the entrepreneur space, so he talks about the offer, and I highly recommend getting his book on how to teach you how to create an offer. But one thing is that the Domino's pizza offer was 30 minutes or it's free guaranteed, right? This was their offer. They were like, hey, if your pizza doesn't get there in 30 minutes, then it's free. And this is really how Domino's like blew up as a company, because it was such a good offer and it made them a ton of money. So do dial down on your offer more, think about it. My YouTube video only talks about niche, but I will be creating another video that dives deeper into offer if you're still struggling on that. Cool. So 4 is research your customers in competition. So number 1, you want to find out client pain points so you can solve them. And number 2 is see what your competition is doing and just do it better. To solve your clients' pain points, this is what I did in the beginning. You can see here, just simple Google Sheet. But I was like, cool, how do I solve my clients' problems? Pain point is just general pain point that they deal with. Maybe it's tech. Maybe they have issues with tech, keyword research on page, content links, revenue, etc. So I have 2 separate columns here. I put in this, like the first column is just an example. It's like building an SEO agency. So let's say my avatar is probably, who's watching this video right now, you're my avatar. So you want to build an SEO agency. So a couple of things that you can struggle with is how can you go from 0 to 10K with simple SEO services? So that's what I'm teaching today. Should you select a niche for your agency? Like, how do I select my niche for my agency, right? I know that was one of my avatar's problems or pain points. So I created a YouTube video on them. Project plan templates. How do I create a project plan for my SEO agency? How do I increase leads, right? That's a huge problem that a lot of agency owners have, is how do I get more leads? So, but then you can see in the next column, this one specifically for my client as the avatar, so SaaS owners. So some pain points are ranking on your SaaS company on the first page of Google, how to structure a SaaS website, right? They don't know how to structure their website in order to make it best SEO optimized. Is the website have good copywriting, good leads? Is it maximizing the website for its leads? Again, they also want leads, right? They also want more customers, so how they can increase that. And then 3 pieces of content that every SaaS company needs, because maybe one of their pain points is like, I don't know what content to post on my software's blog. What I recommend down here, Google Sheet or write it down, it really doesn't matter. Make 2 columns. First one is your pain point for your avatar, and second is the solution, how you're going to solve that pain point for them. And then the next thing is outbeat your competition. So find 3 competitors, write out strengths and weaknesses of each of them, brainstorm how you can do better, and then just do it. Very plain and simple. So make sure you do these 2 activities. And I did these in the beginning, and again, it's truly, truly helped me, and I'm so happy that I did it from the start. And I always go back to these. Now that we have an idea of what our offer, niche, and avatar is, now we need a way for our clients to find us, right? So you need to set up an online presence. So if you're just starting out, you don't even need a website. I would recommend getting ConvertKit and then setting up your LinkedIn profile. So how do you do this on ConvertKit? So I'm going to dive quickly into that. So basically, you want to go on ConvertKit. It's free. You just set that up. And then you can just build a landing page on ConvertKit. So you can either do a form. I wouldn't recommend this unless you already have a website. But you can just create a landing page on ConvertKit. And look at all these beautiful landing pages. It will probably take you 5 minutes. All you want to do is just select one, and then you can just edit it on ConvertKit. Put in your own images, put in some copywriting, and all you want to do is collect email, and maybe you want to press probably the plus and then get their first name as well. So you can, direct them. So you just want to be collecting email. So maybe your landing page says, want more leads for your SaaS startup, right? Because that's what I'm offering. Get my free, and then can be some lead magnet. So the lead magnet could be one of 2 things. It could either be, get my free SEO checklist, cheat sheet, something like that will entice people trying to do their own SEO to sign up. Or 2, it could be also like, I will send you a Loom video of your analysis, right? I think this is really great. It's offering a Loom video. You do some sort of analysis for them, and check out my other YouTube video on how to do the analysis. I literally walk through exactly how to do a Loom analysis for a client. So maybe that's it. And then you just collect their email. This is really important. You just want to be collecting emails first, right? Because you want a way for clients to book your services and for you to get their email. You can just email them manually, and that's what I recommend doing at first, not worrying about any of the email campaigns on ConvertKit, but just using ConvertKit to set up your landing page so you can direct your clients somewhere. So you can just send out, this will give you a link And you can send out that link to potential clients and be like, hey, yep, give me your email address, fill out this form, and then I'll send you all the information you need. The other thing you can do is also Calendly. So that's what I use as well. So if we quickly go on my website, so you can also just create a Calendly link as well. So Calendly is a great tool. I think you do have to pay. Cool. It'll just give you a link like this. And then you just send that link out to clients and say, hey, book a call with me, right? So you just book a call, you get clients on your calendar, and then you can sell them, right? So you don't need anything fancy at first. To do this in ConvertKit, create a landing page, or just get Calendly if you just anticipate going on calls with people. And that's it for your sales. LinkedIn. So I can show you my LinkedIn. And then this is also another SEO agency's LinkedIn. And you can see here he just has, a header on exactly what he offers. And then you can see here he just has exactly what he offers. He's posting content to make him a thought leader in the space. And then he has, saying that he's the founder of Growth Sprints, which is an SEO agency. So for mine particularly, if we go to mine really quickly, like I just have like what my SEO agency does, right? I help SaaS startups get more desired customers. I just kind of optimize profile. And then right here, they can just book a call directly to me. So it goes to my webpage, but you can just easily put in your Calendly link or that landing page from ConvertKit, and then bam, people know exactly how to reach out to you or what is the next step in your sales process once you get them from cold to warm. Cool. So let's say now you're more graduated, right? You're having a couple of clients under your belt or what have you. It's time to build your own website. So I personally just use WordPress with Cadence. Cadence is just a WordPress theme. And that's how I built my website. And this is kind of what it looks like. Really nothing crazy. Either I want to build my SEO agency or, I bring my clients to grow my SaaS, and that's pretty much it. And I have a work with me, and that's connected to my Calendly link. That's all right now. You really don't want to tinker with this too much. It's not the most high leverage thing that you can do at the moment. Cool. So that's my website. Here's another example of a website. So it's under my name. So is his, and he's a B2B marketing consultant. He is SEO and marketing for companies, for businesses. And it's really great. So all he has is just like what he does, help, book his free call. He has this connection to HubSpot, some brands he's worked with, blog, etc. And the consulting service, and let's say he has SEO. And then we go here, and he just has some more copywriting, things that he does, client love, etc. But I will say you do not need this at first. Get a couple clients, and then you can build something like that. Here's another quick example of SEO agency. This is one of my mentors, and he has an SEO agency for law firms. So this is really, really great. You can take a look at his site. Work with us, $5,000 a month. And cool. Yeah, so that's him. Another one is the person I just showed you on LinkedIn, Brandon. So he's another mentor. He helps SaaS companies from 10 million to 100 million annual recurring revenue. This is what his site looks like. So it's just testimonials, use cases, etc. It's really nothing fancy, and that's all you need. What do I offer? So for me, I like to think about this as I have sprints. It's just an easy way to think about it. So the very first thing is, let's say I get a client. The first thing that we want to do is an onboarding sprint. So the sending out the onboarding email, making sure I get access to Google Search Console, Google Analytics, their website. I'll do a kickoff call. Maybe I'll ask more questions that I need to ask them. Identify communication channel, right? Where will we communicate? Is it through emails, through Slack? Is it through texting, WhatsApp? And I also identify clients' highest priority pain point. I started working with a healthcare site, and it was just a friend's site where you could purchase hyperbaric oxygen therapy chambers. And their main priority was to get this out to athletes for sports recovery. So I identified that, and that's why the main keywords that I would find is for their highest priority, right? So that's where I identified those. And this is also expectation setting, right? Then we go into the foundational sprint. So this is, maybe that holistic website audit, technical audits, content sprints, structure audits. So you have to offer some sort of SEO technical audit, which I will do another video diving deep into this, because this will be your main thing that you want to offer clients. And then technical work, right? So any sort of, missing meta descriptions, alt text, etc., you want to make sure that you can offer that to clients. And this is just going on the website, and it's called Foundational Sprint because, of course, we can't write new content if the whole site, the foundation's not good. So you need to build it up, right? So these are the building blocks. So the audit, and then you actually do the technical work that you said. And then it's also keyword research, right? Finding what keywords they should be going after for their pages. Maybe it's their landing pages, service pages, blog content, etc., or all of the above. The SEO strategy, right? You need to identify what's high priority, what keywords you should go after, and when. Content planning is just a list of your keywords and what you plan to do with those keywords and the URLs, etc. And then set up reporting for this. You can see what's working, what's not working. Also, if you're working with a local business, the next one is a local sprint, right? Google business profile optimization you can offer, website structure, annotations plus local links, and then set up reporting again. So that's if you're working with a local business. And then content sprint. So content sprint is great. So this is where we really get into the nitty and gritty. Maybe it's content for their landing pages and service pages and their blog. Or this can also be for social media channels too, because right, we're an SEO agency. Our main priority is to rank on the search engines. This does not have to be just Google, but Google is the best way for websites to get recognized right now. Page briefs, content writing, content updating. So some things you can offer, you want to do content planning. So you want to plan out the briefs that you'll do for them, the writing you'll do, the updating, etc. So just getting everything nice and organized. This will be their content plan. Then you actually want to execute on that content. So this can be wireframes, copywriting, the images for the content, and then publishing the content. And then, of course, content reporting plus auditing. So that's the content sprint. The next is the link sprint. So if they buy links from you, you can do link planning, right? This could be internal links throughout the site, and then outsourced links, right? What links do they need in order to get their site ranking better in the search results? And then link execution, right? Actually getting these links and they're up and published, and then link reporting and auditing. And then at the end is reporting plus communication, right? Maybe monthly tracking, monthly reporting, monthly presentation, or monthly Loom video. So this is what I offer, my whole SEO package. This is what mine looks like. So again, just at first, you can offer just one of these. So I was saying I offered just links at first, and then I offered content writing. So I just wrote blog posts for others. And now I do the whole foundation of everything. So definitely start small and think about your prices. So the prices will depend on each avatar, and then figure out how much people are willing to pay for that. So for me, I just did testing. When I had like a client that wanted to work with me, I was like, cool, my service are this much. If they jumped on that right away, I'm like, that's way too low. Or if they were hesitant about it, I'm like, okay, that's way too high. And I just tested it from there. Number 7 is find clients. So I'm really excited about this because on the next slide, I have my proven step-by-step framework for you on getting your first couple clients. And the reason I say proven is because you can see this. This is all my students' testimonials and what they have said. So all my students have gotten clients with my strategy. You can see here, sale landed their second client, made $7,000 in total gross income in 3 months with clients, closed a $2,000 client with COB analysis, keyword research and 3 articles. On Upwork, they landed a client. So a lot of great stuff here. So that's why I'm so excited to give that to you today. This is my step-by-step on how to land your first couple of clients or get more clients if you need more clients if you're already an SEO agency. So number 1 is send personalized proposals daily on Upwork. So Upwork is the first place that you want to start. So go on Upwork, start applying to SEO jobs, optimize your profile, start applying to SEO jobs. And what I could recommend is send Loom videos. You don't want just a wall of text, like send Loom videos, show them you're a real person. This is especially true on Upwork because there's so many scammy robots on Upwork. So create a Loom video, show your face, show you're a real person, and say, hey, I'm a real person. I would love to apply to your position. I'm an SEO consultant, agency, what have you. And this is why I'm the best fit for the job. Cool. Number 2 is once you get Upwork up and running, take this one step at a time. Eventually, you want to be doing all 3 of these. Step by step, Upwork is the first thing you want to do. Start applying to jobs, get your first couple clients there. Next is you want to start tying this into Upwork. So send 5 value focused emails per day. This can just be cold emailing. Set up a Google Workspace. You want it coming from a business email. So my website is lannagurton.com. So obviously my email would be my first name at lannagurton.com. So be your domain name. This is like I think like $10, I think, to get a Google Workspace. Just make sure you get that and send emails through that way. Make the emails very value focused. So for each of these, I'll have a YouTube video diving deeper into each of these steps. And then the third is build a raving fans audience on one social media. So this could be LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, doesn't matter, but start integrating. Now, once we have Upwork, we're sending cold emails, then you want to start becoming a thought leader on at least one social media. Start tying all these 3 in together. And I have my exact way I'm getting clients on LinkedIn as a YouTube video already. I'll link it down in the description below too. So let's say you're doing these, right? Once the cold lead becomes warm, right? So difference between cold and warm. Cold is they don't know who you are. Warm is now they're interacting with you. They kind of have an idea of who you are. Then this is my sales process. This is my exact sales process, and I call it my client relationship building process because it's not honestly sales. It's just building a relationship with clients. My first initial task is the initial communication. So maybe they replied to email. Again, they went from cold to warm. Maybe they DM'd me on LinkedIn. They saw one of my posts, or they just schedule a call with me directly from my website. They signed up for my lead magnet. They got my lead magnet, as we talked about before. Or it's through Upwork, right? They accepted my proposal on Upwork. Or they've reached out to me. So I've been getting a lot of people on Upwork just reaching out to me and telling me to apply for proposals. Cool. So let's say that happens. They went from cold to warm. Now, what my sales process looks like after that, or my client relationship building process, is that they go through all this. So the first thing that I do is I do the discovery call. So the discovery call, I'm like, cool, let's hop on a call, right? They're warm now. They hop on a call with me. And basically, I just ask them questions. So it's called the discovery call for the reason. So it's called a discovery call for reasons. You're discovering what they want, right? What are their pain points? What are their competitors? What are the main keywords? I also ask questions in terms of, what are you looking for? What are your goals? How best can I help? So I'm mainly just asking questions in this, right? Are they working with another SEO consultant, agency? What does their team look like? All the above. After the discovery call, I get to know them and I maybe give them an estimate of my prices. I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be, $3,000, $5,000, whatever it is, for what you're looking for. But before we discuss that, let me do a deeper dive. So this is where this comes in. I give value, and this is my secret sales strategy on how I'm able to get high paying clients. This is really valuable, and I already have a YouTube video up on the analysis, how I do the analysis. So I'm just giving a quick overview, but the give value is a really great tool. So you either give an analysis or you do a free content piece. So for the analysis, I'm going through and really diving deeper into their website. So this consists of, I do a Google Doc of the overall analysis, Loom videos, and other resources I'll tie in. So please watch a YouTube video if you're curious on how I do the analysis. So I'll give this away for free. So I do a deeper dive and I'm like, cool, this is what I think for your site. Why this is important is I identify their pain points, right? And they're like, I didn't even know, like, this is why my website's not ranking or why I'm not getting more leads. So I really hit them away, but also give value, right? So I say, hey, your pain points, and this is what the strategy should look like moving forward. I don't give the full-blown strategy, of course, because that's just too time-consuming on my end. This whole process is already really time-consuming. But I do say, hey, this is what I'm thinking, and I'll give a little summary. Or I give a free content piece. So this could be a blog post. So when I'm doing my cold email outreach, sometimes I'll offer, hey, I'll give you a free guest post, blog post, etc. This could be keyword research. I'll do the content outline, the content rating. I'll give them the free blog post. It just gives them a taste of the goods, right? I'm like, this is how well I can do a blog post. Put on your site, publish it. Let me know if it starts to rank, or let me know if the keyword starts catching, right? So this is just giving them a little taste of the success that they could have if they worked with me. So after I give some value, I send it to them. They're like, wow, this is great. Cool, let's hop on another call. So this is the proposal. This is my planned proposal. After the analysis, I'm like, cool, this is what I'm thinking. These are my prices. These are estimated deadlines. How does this sound, right? So this is probably a call. This is most likely a call that I hop on. They're like, awesome, this sounds great, or we negotiate a bit on price. And then after that, we hop on to the agreement, right? They have to sign an agreement with me, expectation setting again, the calls, communication style, communication frequency, when everything will be submitted to them. And then last call, after that they sign the agreement, I have one more last call, and this is to answer any questions that they have, answer any concerns that they have, make sure it's all clear, right? And then double check, and then maybe even triple check. Because again, we don't want to miss anything. We don't want any questions or anything to go unanswered, right? We want to be we match the expectations that is given from the client and what we're providing. Awesome. So each block of these should probably take 1 to 2 days, depending on how speedy the client is answering. But on your end, you should never, ever, ever let a communication or one of these slide for more than 1 to 2 days. Next thing after this is do the SEO work plus learn the skills. Again, depending on your level, you can either know nothing about SEO or you do know somewhat of SEO. So don't worry, because I didn't know SEO at all from the beginning, so you can easily learn this along the way. What I recommend is just watching YouTube videos like mine. I'm be going through exactly, how I do my analysis, the technical audits, keyword research, etc. So just start self-learning. Learn anything online that you can. So learn the skills you can offer SEO to clients. And I will say you can get your first couple clients first, like through Upwork. Maybe it's just writing a blog post for them. Just learn along the way. That's why I think Upwork is a great place to start, especially when you're a beginner, because it's just little tasks like that for the most part, like write this blog post, do this on-page SEO, and you just learn along the way. Number 9 is now you want to manage client work. So let's say you have a couple of clients. If you're just starting out, just use Google Drive. You do not need anything fancy. I actually have used Google Drive for the longest time. So this is what my Google Drive looks like. I just have it organized. Like number 1 is client work. So that's where I have all my client files and I have it organized by folder. And then 2 is my sales, like anything sales related, I'll put in that folder. 3 is agreements and contracts. So I have these all stored. And then 4 is templates and SOP, right? So I have templates for everything, SOPs for everything. These could be simple Google Docs, and then I just make a duplicate for that client when needed. So just at first, keep everything in Google Drive. You don't need anything fancy. You can even use Google Sheets to manage all the tasks, all the content pieces that you need to be done for this. It does not need to be anything fancy, but let's say things start getting out of control. You have 5+ clients now, a couple of hires. I'm starting to use Teamwork and Notion. So these are really great tools to start using when you get to that 5+ clients a month. But if you're first starting out, everything in Google, don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. Focus on the most high leverage task, which is getting clients and doing the actual client work. Number 10, after this, now you want to start hiring help. Let's say you have a couple clients in your belt, you really need help. I will say you can be doing this all as a solo entrepreneur yourself at first. But then afterwards, you do want to start hiring help because we are looking to be agencies, right? And not just consultants. So where I hired all my hires is Upwork. It's the best place to go on and find employees. My first employee, he's still with me today. He's absolutely amazing. He was my content writer. So I was writing blog posts for clients and doing guest posts for getting those links to sell to clients. So the first thing that I personally needed was a content writer. So someone to write the actual content pieces and do the copywriting and upload to WordPress, etc. Then after that, the second hire that I did was a virtual assistant. I just needed help on finding more leads and finding their email addresses. And then after that, I promoted my content writer to also be my strategist. So he really does now like all of the client work, which is really great. So I'm a big advocate for keeping your team small and getting players who are ambitious. So I really like promoting within rather than just getting a bunch of employees doing little tasks. Which one of the things that I'm looking for when I hire who's someone who's ambitious enough to take on more work and more responsibility. Find those players and keep your team small. So the next thing after this is you need to get paid. You do this by sending invoices out to your clients. It's basically a receipt that tells them, okay, cool, you owe me this much. You can create this in Pinadoc. I use QuickBooks now. Or honestly, you can just create a simple Google Sheet and send it as a PDF. That's all you need to do right now. So after that, let's say you have that all dialed down. Now you need to grow the business. How do you grow the business? It's really simple. Get more clients, make more hires. That's it. Okay, so this is your timeline. So let's say you're a beginner agency, you're making about like 0 to 10K within that range a month. The couple hires that you want to have are content writers, maybe link building or you're outsourcing the link building, or you're having someone helping you with link building because you're selling that to clients. An outreach person, like you can hire a virtual assistant or an actual outreach specialist. BA to help with client work too, maybe. You don't need separate employees. One can be doing, the content writing, link building. Other person could be doing the outreach, right? You can really have only one other employee helping you with all this, especially in the beginning when you're only making 0 to 10K a month. Or honestly, you can just be a solo entrepreneur during this stage. That is completely fine. I have a lot of friends who just run the business on their own with a couple high-paying clients, and that's it. And then when they're ready to, go from 10K plus a month, that's when they'll make the hire. So that's completely okay too. So let's say now that you're a medium agency, you're making 10K to 50K a month, right? Now this is the point where you want to start getting account managers who manage the clients a bit more, sales people to actually help you make the sales calls, etc. So that's when you're in this range a month. Then after that, this goes to more advanced agencies. So this is like 50K plus a month that you're making. You're going to start having levels of management and operations. This is what your timeline looks as an agency. This concludes my SEO agency masterclass that will teach you how to build your SEO agency. Let me know which one of these building blocks you want to learn more about, and I'll create another YouTube video that goes deeper into the details. So I'll see you in the next video.